Hello everyone, it's Mark Avenue, I'm Eric. This should be a fun list. I'm talking about my top 10 favorite roller coaster YouTubers. There's some important notes to get out of the way first. This is based on two main things: my perception of the quality of the content and my enjoyment of their content. Upload schedule is barely considered, mainly because I recognize how difficult it is to keep up a certain upload schedule, and everyone's lives are different. Now, a few people that will not be on here I should mention. I'm not counting POV channels, so no Coaster Force, Theme Park Review. I'm not counting Defunct Land, and this all boils down to how much I watch and enjoy the content. You should not be too upset about omissions, because there are hundreds of great candidates for the list, and there's a good chance I enjoy the channel if I didn't put it on here. These are just the 10 that I like the most. Though there is one potential major omission that I do like, but I think a lot of people would comment, why isn't it on here, even after that disclaimer, that I'll quickly mention. That is El Toro Ryan. Ryan makes fantastic content, but I don't watch him that frequently, and that's why he didn't make the list. With all of that out of the way, let's begin. Number 10 is hersheypark Enthusiast. This is a channel I've known since pretty much its beginning. Grant has done a wonderful job with the channel these past few years, and he's improved with time. There are two things I particularly love about his content. The first is the variety of video styles. This is something I've tried to do, as Grant has made rankings, news videos, travel guides, vlogs, comedy skits, and songs. I haven't watched all 50 of his videos about the new paint marks on Wildcat, but he has plenty of other videos that pique my interest and he can appeal to pretty much anyone. The other thing is the focus on Hershey Park content. I know a few other channels that have a focus on one park. I'm not sure there are any that have this much on just one main park even. Grant has made several videos about other parks and they're all great, but his content about Hershey Park is very detailed and extensive and definitely the main hallmark of his channel. He can tell you almost anything you want to know about the park in a way very few can. Grant is going places, and he's also a very nice person. He's positive and honest, and he's a loyal fanbase of Hershey Park locals who hate me for calling Skyrush overrated. I'm really happy I got to meet him when I went to Hershey for the first time, and I'd love to meet up with him again someday. And even though our YouTube paths have sort of gone different ways, I consider Grant a friend, and I'm glad to call him my friend. Number 9 is MNL2 Contriver. So over to a very different channel. I don't watch this one as much in terms of the long form content. He makes some cool No Limits 2 concepts, but he makes the list for his 60-second reviews. These are some of the best content on any roller coaster YouTube channel. I know everyone says YouTube shorts are ruining YouTube, but for these, I'd say having shorts is worth it. They are concise but effectively analyze several rides. They're all incredibly positive, have a great vibe, there's some strong comedy in them. He doesn't have really any takes that I think are extremely overly cynical or negative like I would normally have. I think they're excellent, I highly recommend them. Some of the best roller coaster videos out there. Number 8 is Northern Rides. Of every channel on here, this might be the one that, as many say, deserves more subs. Nick is very impressive content with top-notch footage, narration, music choices, and more. He lives in Denmark, home of the legendary Tivoli Gardens, so that's another plus. In general, I just love learning about parks outside of the US since I rarely get to visit them, and this is among the best channels for that. Definitely check them out. Number 7 is Airtime Thrills. Now, for one of the most well-known and respected coaster enthusiasts, Chris is probably the quintessential roller coaster ranker. He has made hundreds of rankings, some with weirder topics than others, but all with solid production and an excellent analysis of each park or ride. He keeps it concise, which I think works well with his style. Comparing our Six Flags rankings, mine is 45 minutes and his is like a third of that length, so he is very straightforward while still hitting the key points. He has plenty of other content to enjoy and he is an inspiration for so much of the community. I've loved his channel since I began Theme Park Avenue. Keep at it, Chris. Number 6 is Cedar Flags. As a fellow enthusiast, apart from having the best name of any roller coaster channel, I enjoy Cedar Flags quite a lot. All of his content is good in my eyes, whether it be his predictions, rankings, a theme park analysis, or especially unpopular opinions. I watch a good amount of his content. Even with a decent sub count, he has stayed with his fanbase and he has a very fun collaboration with designing some roller coasters based on their ideas. Cedar Flags is certainly an underrated one, and I look forward to seeing his future content, especially since he's going to Europe for the first time. Number 5 is Park Pros. Park Pros is among the best coaster channels in my eyes. Disregarding the whole my favorite type thing, it's one of the best. With phenomenal footage, the best intro in the community, shorts I can never resist clicking on, strong long-form content, and an excellent opinion on Skyrush, this channel is certainly worth checking out. This channel isn't one I have a personal attachment to as much as some others, but I love that content, I watch it quite a bit, and you should too. Number 4 is Station Weight. I've known this channel since it had, I think, 5 videos. I think Josh, despite owning the newest channel on this list, has some of its best content. I love this style of video, and it has inspired quite a few of my more recent ideas. His videos are about Cedar Point's future often, and I think those are some of the best. In terms of dragster predictions and such, I think he is the best channel to go to if you want to learn about that. His live streams are always a blast, and he's among the most down-to-earth channels I watch. He clearly puts a lot of effort into every script he writes, and I think he'll be one of the most popular channels in the near future. And Josh, if you're watching, I'll do a collab with you this summer if you're interested. Number 3 is coasterdash. Watching coasterdash grow has been extraordinary. When I first saw Mark's channel, I think the sub count was around 1,000. Now he's past 20,000 subscribers. His style of content has remained more or less the same, but it's naturally improved in quality over time. I see a lot of the things I like about how I run my channel in coasterdash now, and I'm sure some of those things are me picking it up from him. His rankings are all spectacular, and I respect that Mark speaks his mind and is not afraid to diss certain rides. I have adopted this over the years, though I do try to be nice in nearly every ride in some regard, but I think Mark's approach works better for his content. His vlogs are also quite fun, and they are the only vlogs I watch in the community, so that's a plus. I'm really happy I got to work with him once for a Theme Park Avenue video back when I started gaining traction, and I'd love to do it again. Mark also runs a channel about natural places called coasterdash, and I highly recommend that one as well. Our mutual interest in both theme parks and national parks is a nice bonus for this list. Definitely check out coasterdash and coasterdash after this video. Number 2 is Canopie Coaster. Mike is probably operating the best roller coaster channel right now. His content is some of the absolute best on YouTube, frankly. Mike has been to an insane amount of parks, and he's made reviews and rankings for so many of them. Whenever I travel to a theme park, I always check out his review and ranking before going. I've been doing this for over a year now, and it's helped me through at least 24 parks. His footage is always good, and he seems to put a lot of time into his videos while still making a crazy amount. With how much he's able to put out and the amount of time he must be putting in, I truly respect the fact that he still cares about his community. He once reached out to me to give information on a topic I was wondering about, but I didn't directly ask information for, and that goes to show how awesome Mike is. He's done fun Q&A live streams, he's down to earth, and doing a collaboration with him is one of my favorite memories I've had in the last few years. Extraordinary channel, highly recommend. I'm sure most of you are a fan of him already, definitely earned a spot on the list. Here's to 100k subs, Mike. But number 1 is Theme Park Crazy, the all-time GOAT. Peter has run my favorite channel for a very long time. I've watched him for nearly 7 years now, and his content has always been excellent. That older content still holds up fairly well, but Peter has drastically improved his content with time. Whether he's making a ranking of his favorite rides, talking about bizarre and obscure roller coasters, or anything else, I love it. He's been quite innovative for a while. His videos about former coasters, failed rides, and animatronics aren't something I saw discussed very often when they happened, and some of them still are very unique, and Peter does a great job with all of these. I have many fond memories of watching his channel, learning what submechanophobia is, seeing my footage in some of his videos, hearing the Vilda Hilda song for the first time, and all of his food analogies. Here's a good food analogy. Every channel on this list is a chocolate chip cookie, but Theme Park Crazy is my favorite chocolate chip cookie. Alright, that was not a great analogy actually, but Peter is an awesome person with a ton of respect for his community, made evident by the way he handles getting footage for all of his videos, along with transparency about the things going on with his channel. Peter has even commented words of encouragement on my channel when I needed them, and of course his comments on my rap battle with him was a highlight of my YouTube experiences. Theme Park Crazy was a channel I watched when I first became interested in parks. He continues to be my favorite channel, and I hope you will all support his fantastic content in the future, because I know I will. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this list. Comment down below your thoughts, and if any of the YouTubers on here were watching the video, do know everything I said here is 100% true, and keep at it, all of you. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more theme park content, I'll see you next time.